Alright, so let's look at this question here, which is to find the stationary points and to determine its nature by using the first derivative test. Let's see how we can do this. So you're given the coordinates of a station, asked to find the coordinates, right? So I think this is pretty straightforward. We have done this which is we know that stationary points actually just corresponds to dy dx equals to 0. Okay, and after which, because this case here is x cubed minus 3x plus 2, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put y equals to x cubed plus 3x minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so dy dx will just be 3x squared minus 3 plus 0. Okay, so from here I know that for stationary points, we know that dy dx will just be 0, and this case here will be 0 equals to 3x squared minus 3, and x squared equals to 1, and x is just 1 or negative 1. Okay, so what we will expect is to find out the y value. So y value will be y equals to x cubed minus 3x plus 2. So when x equals to 1, y will just be 1 cubed minus 3, 1 plus 2. This is how we find the stationary point there. This is 0. And when x equals negative 1, we have y equals to negative 1 cubed minus 3, negative 1 plus 2, negative 1, 1, this is 4. Okay, so that's how so stationary points are (1) and 0, 1, 0, and negative 1, 4. Okay. Subsequently, we are told to find the determine its nature. So to find determining its nature, what we're gonna get is actually just draw the table out and see the shape. Okay, that's pretty okay. So from here, what we're gonna do is actually just put x value there. X value here will be 1. This is 1 plus. This is 1 minus. This is dy dx is what you need to find after you put the shape. Okay, you go. So when dy dx is when x is 1, dy dx is actually 0. So we just key into dy dx's value here. So we have 0 here. We know that there will be 0 because that's how we solve it. And after which we need to show when 1, actually very simply we could just put 1.01. So dy dx when 1.01, we just key into calculator by substituting this. When x equals to 1.01, this is 3, 1.01 square minus 3. Okay, so this case here, I usually would you do this 3x square, just key in alpha square minus 3, so negative 3 here. So substitute 1.01 inside the calculator. This would just be negative 3 minus 3. Yeah, so I'm going to substitute 1.01 storage x. Okay, then after which we just go up and just press enter, and this will be positive. So positive. Then if you go to put in x is negative, so we just put 0.99 storage x and enter, they will be negative. So negative, 0, and positive. So this is a minimum point. Okay, this shape is minimum, right? So hence 1, 0 is a minimum point. So do the same for the next point, which is actually negative 1 and 4. So let's look at that, the same shape, the same This is first derivative test. This is the first derivative test. You just use the first derivative to show the shape. Okay, so the subsequent one with x, which is -1 plus -1 negative dy dx. This is 0. And essentially just put in, you can just put in this as negative 0.99. This could be negative 1.01. Okay, so negative 0.99, store it into x value, key in, and this will just be, what is it? So negative 0.99 storage x, and I'm just gonna, the derivative is a negative value, so I'm just gonna put this as negative slope. And if you have negative 0.01, store it as x, this will be positively sloped, so positive, negative on 0, and this is maximum, so hence negative 1, 4 is a maximum point. That's pretty okay. I think this is pretty okay. After which we are told to sketch the graph. Okay, hence sketch the graph. Sketching the graph is usually what I'll say is just plot the point out 1, 0 first. 1, 0 will be here on the axis here. So this is x, and negative 1, 4, we just try and draw to scale. Negative 1, 4, let's say negative 1 is here. Negative 1, 4. These 2 points are important. These are stationary points. 4. Draw out the stationary point first. Okay? So this is 1, this is 2. After which we see this is because this is a maximum point. So this is a maximum point here. This is a minimum point. So this point is a minimum point. Okay? What we're going to do is actually just going to connect it. So obviously this is a cubic curve, is an S shape here. So I'm just going to go up and come down, right? So go up, come down, touches the other side and go up. Okay? So that's how we do this part here proficiently. Let's try again. Go up here, come down, go up. Okay. Okay, so this part here, what we're gonna get is so hard. Okay, so I'm gonna just label this and label this. Okay, great. And this is y, this is x. Okay, so when x is 0, we just find the intercept here. When x is 0, y is 2, so this will be 2. So when x is 0, y is equals to 2. So that's the intercept there. This part here, if you want to find the coordinates here, you can do a long division, sec 3 topic, or I'm just going to use calculator, because usually what they'll ask is you to find, right? But this case here, that's not our main point. Our main point is just to find out. So this is 3, 0, negative 3 and 2. Negative 2 and 1. Okay, so this is negative 2. Okay, that's how I do this question here proficiently. Any question at all, please let us know, and I'll see you in the next question.